Hey guys, this is Fang/Via here coming at you with a new video, and if I sound different to you all, let's just say that I had one heck of a Halloween. That's all I'm gonna say. I might get into it at a later point for a special video, but my heart's just not in it, and I know all of you would understand if I took a break from doing content to get over what I'm currently going through, but I can't. I need to keep going. I need to keep moving forward. So that's why tonight I'm actually bulk recording the rest of my videos because I have one heck of a week in front of me. So if you're new here, despite that downer of an intro, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell button. And boy, do I have a doozy of a video for you guys. I'm sure if you all are subscribed to any sort of video game news YouTube channel, I'm sure you all have seen videos that they've made about, new Switch Pro leak, new Switch 2 leak. This game is being developed for the Switch 2. Indie devs has gotten dev kits for the Switch 2. And normally this wouldn't be a problem if it happened recently, but the problem is these videos have existed ever since the Switch first launched back in 2017. And it's like there's no proof of it. Yes, we do have some sort of proof that the Switch OLED may or may not be the rumored Switch Pro, because the OLED screen fits with some of the leaks. Problem is it's not. Besides the OLED screen, I think it might be slightly more powerful than the launch Switch. I might be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But it's like, anytime I see these videos, I'm sitting here like, okay, do you guys have actual sources? Or are you guys just reading off a tweet? Oh, wait, I'm sorry, a X post on formerly Twitter.com of a leaker saying that, this is how powerful the new Switch 2 is going to be. Here's the launch games. Here's all this. Here's all that. And it's like, that's probably my big problem with the gaming space, is that instead of enjoying what we have now, and I think this does kind of show how too quick humans have this does show how quick moving we have became, is that instead of enjoying the moment, people are focusing on the future. And that's my big problem. That is something I've gotten so incredibly sick of with the video game hobby. It's like, look, I get it. I would love a more powerful Switch. I would love to be able to play Elden Ring on the go. That would be amazing. And yes, we do have the Steam Deck, which I do have. I just I don't have access to it right now. Hopefully soon. But it's like the Switch is so unique. And even though that, I'm super hyped to try out the Steam Deck, I'm always going to prefer my Switch. And I mean, yeah, sure, you can run Switch games probably at 1080p, 60 frames per second, maybe on the Steam Deck. I might be wrong about that, but it's like, I'm sorry, but my policy for emulation is that I have a set date to where I do not emulate games. And right now, my limit stops directly after the PS3 and the Xbox 360 era. If it's any newer console like the PS1, I mean, not the PS1, the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, the PS5, the Xbox Series systems, then no, I don't emulate those consoles at all. Because one, I know that the PC player base are a lot more focused on performance than gameplay. Because the one thing that a lot of PC gamers brag about is the fact that they can play Breath of the Wild in 4K at these insane frame rates. And it's like, thing is, that is incredibly dumb to compare a PC to a quite literally is a boutique gaming tablet. I mean, that's what the Switch is. It's a gaming tablet, and in a lot of ways, it's basically the spiritual successor to the NVIDIA Shield, which was a similar concept. And it's just that seeing all these Switch 2 leaks, I'm like, oh my God. It's like, can you all just calm down and just wait till they actually announce it? It's like, nope. Because, and I've seen some YouTubers say this, is that they actually enjoy making content of it and it gets them excited because it's, as much as they want to say that, the truth of the matter is they also talk about it because it gets them clicks and it gets them views. Everyone wants that more powerful Switch. Why? The Switch is successful. But, a lot of the newer games, especially the games that are pushing the hardware, the Switch does kind of, it is pushing it to a point that there are frame drops. So I totally get that mindset. That, they want to play Grand Theft Auto 5 on the go. They want to play Elden Ring on the go. Actually, to be honest, I'm pretty sure that they could get Grand Theft Auto 5 running on the Switch if they so choose. I mean, they got Red Dead 1 running on the Switch. It's just the problem with the Switch, and I highlighted this so many times, is that with Switch ports, it's a give or take. You are going to have to sacrifice something. And 9 times out of 10, what they sacrifice is the frame rate, and they also sometimes down the graphics. And especially for more bigger, newer, shinier games. When the Switch does get it. Now, obviously, too, like, I know that this video is not going to change the thing. I mean, people are still going to keep making videos and just watch. As soon as this Switch successor drops, people are going to be moving on to the Switch 2 Pro or the Switch 3. It always happens. When the PS5 launch, bam, all of a sudden, there's talks about a PS5 Pro and a PS5 Slim. Now, here's the thing. Some people may claim down below in comments is that sometimes leakers are correct. That is true. The PS5 Slim is a true thing, but it's like but at the same time too, a lot of people kind of, they were confused because a lot of people couldn't get the PS5 for the longest time. I finally got mine because, it was a perfect storm. It was a perfect situation that, Mizu was able to pick mine and her up one from her local GameStop because they had two. And let me tell you, I love my PS5. But even though that I love my PS5, I still prefer my Switch. And a big reason for that is that it's super convenient. You know, I could be laying in my bed and I'm like, you know what? I want to play some Zelda. I can just walk over to my Switch, put in, slide my Joy-Cons on to, attach my Joy-Cons, and then I can be on the bed playing Legend of Zelda. And that's pretty freaking cool. And it's like, do I want a more powerful Switch? Yeah. Like I said, playing freaking Elden Ring on the go? Come on. That'd be great. Imagine if the whole Nintendo and Microsoft gets even more positive to the point to where they're even finding ways to put Halo. Imagine that. Just imagine playing Halo on the Switch. Or the Switch 2. Especially the Switch 2. Imagine playing... You know what? The news game that Xbox has. Certain game by Beth said... You all know the one. The space shooty RPG one. My mind's blank. The name is on the tip of my tongue. But it's just this whole obsession of what is going to come next. It needs to end. I mean, that's with anything, is that, our race is moving too fast. We're not able to. And I think, honestly, we got to get back to that. Enjoy your Switch. Enjoy your PS5. Enjoy your Xbox Series X. Don't worry about if there's like a pro version of those consoles. Enjoy them. Because let me tell you, these YouTubers that are covering these quote unquote leaks, I'm sure that they are probably passionate about Nintendo, and I know they are. But what's going to happen is, if they start hearing that the Switch successor is this super powerful console that is on par with the PS5, and then it turns out it's not, well, guess what? Their community is going to be not happy with them. Why? Because they are saying, reading the leaks on what was formerly Twitter.com. And even though that the YouTubers may say, just always take this with a grain of salt, well, there's always those people in their communities that's still going to be angry. So, if there is a Switch 2, time will tell. Like this whole rumor, could be coming out next year. It could be coming out in 2025 and 2026. It's like, does it really freaking matter? Some people may say yes, because the Switch can't handle newer games. Fair enough. But let me tell you, this whole notion that I've been seeing online on from Twitter.com that the Switch can't handle Call of Duty, come on. I think people underestimate the Switch a little too much. Now, again, some people may say, why are you being a fanboy of Nintendo? It's like, I'm not. I'm just speaking facts. I don't get into the whole console wars. I find the console wars pretty freaking cringe. I'm just a gamer that loves all of it. And at the end of the day, I think we all should be enjoying what we have now than worrying what's coming out next. Unless, of course, the difference here is that if if it's a game that's already announced and it's officially announced, no leaks, no nothing, then hey, you can look forward to it. But if you want to start looking forward to a console that may or may not exist, well, if you get disappointed, that's on you. But I know that people aren't going to, I know that at the end of the day, I'm just one guy in the that's just saying my opinion, and that's totally cool too. So, as per usual, if you agree with anything I say, if you want to have a conversation with me down below in the comments, you are free to do so, and let's start a discussion. And with that said, you guys, I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Take care.